Tonight's intro is brought to you by Bigglesworth Labs. Bigglesworth Labs. Bigglesworth Labs. She's still playing on my other window.
She has an ass on her stomach.
like some dude at Local 3 ass.
I had a really hard time.
Sorry, Local 3. I'm working with you guys.
Let me just tell you. So Bigglesworth sent me this, and it was probably the most best rated for us to play. That one was out of the 4 that I watched before becoming nauseated with that. But yeah, so welcome everybody.
I'm glad I haven't eaten dinner.
Rob said that's Duro's girl. That's messed up, bro. I don't know what to say. Welcome to tonight's Plumes of Hazards with a burp. I'm Masked Burp 09, and here are my co-hosts. We got Fubaka.
Hey, if that was Duro's girl, would her name be Donut Sig?
Yikers. And the exclamation Slancha farts.
Yikers.
Oh, I jumped the shark on the Slancha farts. I drank this an hour ago. Whoa,
You went
up my camera. My camera's too high.
Wait, Rob said Plume's got no more merch. None of their links work. What? What? Well, we gotta check that shit. I didn't think that stuff moved around. In fact, I looked just recently. I thought, and it was fine. All right, hold on. Merch, vapeandswag.com. Good old Shane. Yeah, that shit works. I just clicked on it. By the way, in case you have not been around forever, that our logo is all over, like T-shirts and all that kind of stuff in there. We get dime zero for all that stuff.
But the problem, Wiggles is using Netscape. That's why.
Good old Nutscrape. It's a great browser.
Nutscrape. I forgot that name.
Nutscrape. That's what we used to call it back when it was the Google Chrome of its day, eating up RAM.
Google. The thing, Chrome wasn't always like that though. What drew me to Chrome in the first place was how light it was. It somehow managed to be lighter than Firefox.
Oh no! Chrome now.
Yeah.
Versus
it's been like that for a while, but like the first 4 years of Chrome were pretty sweet.
Absolutely, for sure. That was the best part of it.
Back before too many people in my data were using it. That's trivial. But
we still have my preferred. I've got a special version of this that I've got on my body right now. The punk zippered hoodie. He wasn't quite sure how to do this at first.
Wait, why do we have Rip Trippers and Santa Claus on the?
What?
I wanted my picture just to be. Oh wait, it's not showing. I wanted my picture to be that.
It was
right just great.
God, stop.
You know what that looks like? It looks like a macro lens shot of a bagel.
like an egg bagel.
Okay,
right?
something a little more appetizing than that. Pennsylvania represent.
We're gonna unsee that.
Good old ridge sour cream and onion. Because hot take. Ridge tastes better. Don't at me.
Oh, look out!
Bitch.
Look out! So the T-shirts and sweatshirts and all that shit works. Addie said, "Welcome to this. If you're watching this and it's not a Monday, hey, you're right. I missed that one when I was updating links a while back. That's funny. The VapeMats link doesn't work. That's possible. I haven't looked at the VapeMats in a really long time.
Whoa! What the hell?
I didn't do it.
What?
Holy shit! I feel like I should be wearing a black hat.
Who let that guy in here?
Who let that guy in?
I forced my.
Oh,
Fucking got him.
Whoa. I'm shaking off the rust. We're on Discord now. I haven't muted anyone forever.
Wow. I'm surprised you even know how to do that.
Whoa. Whoa, Master, I gotta stretch out the index finger after that one.
Welcome, understudy.
I forced my way in.
All right.
You need to click on the link I put in chat.
Let's look at here and let's go. I'm updating our links in real time.
Because all of our YouTube links are busted and stuck?
No, I updated the e-liquid stuff to Stash a while back, including on the default, description that gets put in there. But Addie just pointed out, it was talking about if you're watching this and it's not Monday, so we need to fix that because that's something I totally whiffed on. And apparently,
technically, you could still be watching it from the future.
You could.
Yeah. But it should say not
Tuesday. Yeah, let's go with not Tuesday.
Not Tuesday. Shut up.
That sounds like a good idea.
So I didn't see our VapeMat. I suppose I should search for it. Nothing to do with the show.
Or you can go to Alibaba and get a Plumes of Hazard style vape.
I just had a freaking Addy tip over on my shelf that I didn't know about for a week, and there's fucking juice everywhere.
Oh.
The worst.
Oh, that sucks. So I don't see our shit in the regular VapeMat thing, and it's not in the search either. And that wasn't the case not too long ago. I helped somebody find our VapeMats.
That's great.
They were still here. I guess they're not there anymore. Well, fuck those guys. We need to delete their link then. You knew that guy, didn't you, Sean?
VapeMats guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been really active on Instagram, so.
Now they went through and cleaned up all the things that haven't sold anything in a couple of years.
Pretty much. Why are we gonna make this shit? I mean, most of that stuff is print to order to print, right? Or print to order or whatever.
Print to order his stuff.
Yeah. So
To be honest, I'm actually kind of happy that my Instagram Explorer is less vaping stuff now.
Oh yeah.
Because at one point there were too many cloud and trick videos in my Explorer. I'm like, this stop.
I just get a kick out of all the Zample box videos that have been.
You know what? Those haven't left my Explorer.
Those have been popping up lately.
I'm looking at you, Twisted.
So
well, hey,
I used Instagram because I could follow completely different people from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of stopped when Facebook bought them, and you didn't get to it merged all that shit. Done.
I still get push notifications all the time. Like, hey, you might know this guy from Facebook. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Stop.
Yeah.
Why do you get those notifications?
I don't know.
I'm like, if I ever got those notifications, I'd throw my device against a wall.
I don't ever look at Instagram, so it doesn't really bother me too much.
I've been following local breweries on Instagram, and it's they follow me back, and they're probably like, who the fuck is this dude following? All these vape porn. I removed vape porn.
I mean, you got the fresh cut, you got the beard, you got the sidebar. You look like you drink craft beer right now.
Yeah, we got replaced for Vaping Biker, Vaping Bogan, Fresh, and Daily Vape TV.
There you go.
We don't exist anymore on VapeMats, it looks like.
Yeah. That's fine. And we also haven't mentioned it on the show in I don't know how long.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even have mine on my desk anymore. I have one over here.
Yeah, I've got one back when I shot reviews. I had one.
Did you shoot a review recently, or did somebody just comment?
Somebody must have commented. I have not shot.
It was the Addy I don't like very much that you like a lot. What do you use all the Haku? The
Haku Vena?
I don't think I ever did the Vena.
I don't know. I'll check. Hold on. I know I got an email about a comment. Sorry, the Phenom and the Cruiser.
Yeah, those were. I haven't used those in a while. Ever since I got the Vena, it was because the problem with I didn't really like the. What was the other one? The Cruiser. Didn't really like the Cruiser. The Phenom was good, but it had like 2/3 too much air, so I always had to run it really cut down. And it was the Vena that did it for me. And I probably should have shot a review for that.
You should do like a post-hype review, mainly because it's called a Vena, and you have a certain type of fingers. It could be called Vena sausage.
Yeah. So Jimmy shaves a lot. Said, "Bro, relax, lol."
Relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was I too excited on that one?
Relax, lol.
Can you link that inside chat?
It's a comment. I'm looking at the email, so no.
Oh, you can click on the thing in the email. It'll open up.
Yeah, but I don't want to actually do that. Like that involves work. I just showed up.
Forcing your way in involves work.
Ace, we do have the Narier. I think we talked about it last week, or was it 2 weeks ago, Sean, that you came on and we talked about it?
Two weeks
we talked
ago.
about it 2 weeks. No, it was last week.
No, last week, yeah.
It is unlike every other NAR Addy. I'll try to sum it up, Sean. You tell me you correct me if I'm wrong. Unlike any other NAR product so far, it's very, very different. It has to be built differently. It definitely vapes differently. You're not going to be able to drop in your normal build that you have in your DA, CA, Haku. No, you can't. It's different. It's a different Addy. It's basically a 16 millimeter Addy that looks like a 22 millimeter Addy. Your chamber is basically your drip tip, and there's not enough air to cool down a big angry build.
I don't like that.
It is a very good atomizer, but you will have to change around your build.
You have to completely change the way you vape for it.
And you may have to change around your vape. That's true. And it's also not quite as quiet as the other NAR products are.
I'm too old to change for anybody.
Yeah. And I will not be putting any nickel wire into it, Rob. Thank you. No, thank you. Jason says that he tried Sample Box and was not impressed with what they sent me either time.
You mean Columbia House?
Yeah, join the club.
I think I'm sure I made that joke in the past that it's like Columbia House.
What was the competitor to Columbia House?
I forget.
There's another one.
I could see their logo in my head, but I can't fucking remember.
BMG.
Yes.
It wasn't Marion Music one of those two?
Yeah, I remember hearing of it, but it wasn't that popular, at least here.
I built quite a reasonable portion of my old CD collection was off of both of those things. Unlike most people, I did it the right way in that I got all the free shit and then kept it for a couple of months, sending back that card every time. Never missed it, didn't get extra charges, canceled it, and then did it again. I got a bunch of CDs out of it.
Do you remember the days when you could buy an external CD burner and treat it like a whore for a few days and then return it before you have to pay a restocking fee? And we did that a handful of times.
I don't know.
Hold on, because I still want to respond a little bit to Ace. I'm distracted.
Focus.
Yeah, this will help you focus.
Matt, can you put some poppy seeds on that?
Maybe some sesames.
So to Ace, NAREA, if you love the Narda and Narca vape, it is good, and you probably don't need it. it's a cool experience, and it's cool to vape, and it vapes well, but
and it builds so easily.
And it does build so easily.
Why do they got to do that though? Because it doesn't sound like my kind of vape, but I want the ease of build part. You know, like
I like the Venom.
Now, if he could do the same, if he could make the Narca with the same build or the Nardo with the same build, like that would be the perfect
I'm going to take a Dremel to my
Let's say the Narca with that build.
Perfect. I need to contact Haku to make the Veneno one.
Rob says reviewers always get the hot pocket liquids in their sample boxes. Real people get house liquid.
You're damn right. That's right.
That's how they got to make that monies.
There are some popular liquids that taste like house liquid. So
I haven't heard anything back from Ace, so hopefully he took our feedback well. The short version is it's an excellent atomizer, but it is not the same as the other. You will have to adjust your build if you're actually if you're unregulated or regulated. You're gonna have to probably change your build.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I feel like the Nardo was like Nureg's, like Pulp Fiction.
Festi, like a lot of addies that have the top-down grub screw, it is a lot easier to pull one of the screws out. I did.
Yeah.
They also are less likely to back out over time. Grub screws.
Oh yeah, for sure. But he's talking about mounting the coil. When you go to mount the coil, just pulling one of those out. That way you can slip one in, drop with the other leg straight down, put the screw on top of it, get out. It's easier that way.
Because the way I build on my Narda is I stick one leg down and then I kind of like, when you're getting into a chair that's a little small,
ease into it a little bit.
You kind of have to like swing one leg kind of over. That's what I mean for anyone. That's honestly, it's made it a lot easier to do it that way. So if you don't like how it builds, try that. It makes it. Then you're just like, this method was in front of me the whole fucking time.
Right.
And if it doesn't work, your coil's probably too big for the atomizer. Like Rob, the coil that Rob sent us, that's about the biggest coil you want to put in that addy, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But yes, I've seen people put 6-wrap aliens in there, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right. It's just everything's gonna be a roasty toasty.
Okay. I'll take a hot overkill.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Festi, it makes it easier. Don't have to, probably, but it would be a bit of a fiddle faddle to get it in there otherwise. Rob said he bought a bottle of pistachio RI4 from Charlie Noble.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take in the tank. I dripped it, I believe. I did tank it. I don't remember which. I think I put it in a coil tank. It wasn't bad, but it's like best on a rebuildable.
Yeah, you got to get a little power to it.
Zenith is perfect because you don't want to vape it too hot because you'll kill the pistachio flavor. That's one thing. It's like it's one of maybe 2 or 3 pistachio flavors I've vaped because most of the ones I've smelled, I've just been put off by the smell. But that one's good. I wouldn't consider it an all day. I tried to all day it, and that's what made me sick of it for a while. And I haven't vaped it in years, but I'll still recommend it to people. 13, 14 months.
I'm not a big fan of it, but that's just because I don't like RY4. So.
I love RY4.
Yeah, you're weird.
Like, honestly, the day's gonna come probably pretty fucking soon that I order some DIY shit, and that's like the first thing I'm gonna fuck around with.
Little RY4.
Yeah, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Sprinkle a little bit of crack.
Got him.
Just realized that my office is super messy.
Right? How about
the camera?
How about that picture in the chat with that old juice?
Yeah, the one that I put in there today.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder how some people feel about that.
So, Addy, hopefully, In a Jam's coming back soon. I just saw you talking about jam on buttered bread. Hopefully, that's coming back soon.
Oh.
So I spent almost all last fucking weekend at Micro Center, by the way.
That's bad. That's bad news.
Yeah, well, I decided that since I upgraded the computer, I was going to upgrade my side monitors too, and then I was going to take my old ones to work because they gave me shitty 24s.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't like 24s.
No.
So I went and I bought 2 4K screens for either side, and then I realized that 4K looks like shit. It's too small, and when you try to scale it to 2K, which is a very comfortable viewing range, right? Like 2K is super comfortable for looking at stuff.
Yeah.
When you downscale 4K like that, it looks like shit. So I took it back and got a whole bunch of money back and got 2 27-inch curved 2K screens.
Which who'd you go with?
I got 2 Samsungs.
Nice.
144 hertz. Like, they're nice monitors, and they were. I didn't buy them because they were cheaper than the Dells that you suggested. I bought them because they have 1 extra HDMI port per side, and I actually need that.
Yeah, because the ones I recommended you weren't curved. They were just like kind of like what I had. There's a new.
I don't even care about the curve. Like on a 27, like the curve doesn't matter. It just looks cool. But like,
which one did you end up getting?
HDMI port, and that's what I care about. That 1 extra HDMI port.
Which one did you end up getting?
The Samsung gaming monitor.
Oh, yeah, I have the Samsung 2K ones, and they're nice.
Yeah, these are Samsung 2K ones. They're really nice.
I have.
But I needed, like, because on my right monitor I have my Alienware or my Razer Blade plugged in, and I have my iMac plugged in, and oftentimes I will also plug in like one of my other various laptops, which means I need at least 3 ports per computer, which the Dells did not have. So I go through this whole concept, right, with like, oh, I'm gonna take my Blade monitor.
They do.
What?
Yeah, they do.
What, the Dells?
Yeah.
The Dells that I looked at only had 2.
Oh, you know what? I think this
one
has got 2
HDMI.
HDMI and 1 mini or display port.
Yeah, I had 1 display port, 1 HDMI. I needed 2 HDMIs and 1 display port.
Oh, this one does.
The ones that I was looking at, like they're really nice gaming ones with the G-Sync and shit.
Yeah,
did not have that.
Uh,
I tore it apart. I looked at it. I'm telling you, it was just 2 ports.
HDMI doesn't do 144, does it?
HDMI.
now I have to go look at this thing and see if it does, because I'm almost positive it's got 2 in 1.
Mine did not. So I'm getting ready to take my monitors into work, and like somebody from fucking IT comes up and he goes, "Here you go," and he brings me a monitor, and it's a motherfucking 34-inch curved. I'm like, all right, I guess I don't need to take these fuckers into work anymore because this thing is dope. That 34-inch curved is dope, and I love it.
What's the resolution on the 34?
It's still 2K, so it's 1440 up and then 38 something over. But there's so much real estate on that fucker.
Yeah. I'm not too crazy about the curved ones, but
so the curved ones, I have a 28-inch ultra wide that's curved that I've used for years, and I really like it. The 27, it doesn't matter. You don't even notice it's curved. It just looks cool. Like, yeah, because it makes the whole desk look like it's wrapping around, right? And that looks cool. But like, you don't notice the curve because it's not long enough to notice the curve.
Yeah.
You only really start to notice the curve when you're in like ultra wide at like 29 and higher.
I like my 3mm bezel.
He's got really tiny bezels too, but probably not quite that tiny.
I'm not getting the calipers out. I don't want to risk fucking up my screen.
I don't think these are that tiny, but again, they're sitting next to an iMac, which has a big ass fucking bezel. So.
Wait, we could do that. We could do that. Yeah.
That looks about the same as my bezel.
Boom.
That looks about the same, but I can't actually do that.
I spent 300 on that monitor though.
Yeah. What's that?
I only paid 300 for that. I think the list price was 450.
So the list price was 420, and these Samsungs were 319, which is the other reason why I bought the Samsungs.
Oh, nice.
There you go, Sean.
I'm telling you, is that the one with G-Sync and all that shit?
No, this is the one that doesn't. This is the same one as the one that has G-Sync, but it doesn't have G-Sync. And the reason is because Tony said this useless.
Well, I will tell you that Micro Center didn't have that, and the one with G-Sync has less ports.
Gercha.
It's monitor shopping is really fucking hard these days because like to find something that has enough ports for me is the right resolution and can be VESA mounted that is a 27-inch. It was actually a bit of a pain in the ass. I only had about 6 choices.
How many HDMIs did you need? 2?
At least 2.
Yeah.
And at least 1 DVI on top of it.
No DisplayPort. DisplayPort's where it's at with the high resolution.
DisplayPort, yeah. So I needed at least one DisplayPort and then at least 2 HDMI.
2 HDMIs.
Yeah. Yo, the mini DisplayPorts, man. I got some Lenovo Tiny desktops. Whew, those things are nice. Freaking connector this big, you just fucking plug it in and go.
Oh yeah, and it had to be HDMI 2 because HDMI 2 can actually support 4K.
Yeah,
HDMI like 1.5.
It's a whole new world when you start talking to people about your DisplayPort and your HDMI cables. Like, people don't know how shitty HDMI cables are and how they're really not getting 4K resolution.
Yeah,
like you start looking into the HDMI cables that are actually fiber, HDMI fiber. Now those, that's $100 cable for a 5-foot piece, but that's true 4K resolution.
What I really wanted were USB-C monitors, but that took my options down to 0.
Yeah.
I would, because I got 4 USB-C fucking ports in the back of this thing. I would have loved just doing you and not having dongles back here. Like,
and you can freaking daisy chain shit.
I know, right?
Yep.
I would love to just have 2 USB-C monitors, but like the only ones I could find were these LG 4Ks, which were like $500 a pop.
Yeah.
Or you can go with the Apple LG ones, which are $1,200 a pop, and I'm like, fuck that. I don't need 5K that much because 5K is just going to retina down to 2K anyway.
Mast, of course you had to go away. God damn it.
And when you retina 4K,
One
it's
second,
1080, so it kind of looks like 1080 is too small for me. I need 2K. Because the way I structure all my windows and stuff, I have like on this one, like it's a web browser, and then it's like Slack, and then it's like Twitter and messages, and on this one it's Discord and like miscellaneous app or password thing and email. So like it's all structured. You can't do that in fucking 1080p. Like you can't shrink things down that small.
My desk would drive you nuts then, Sean, because I have a 1080 as my primary, and the 2K's over here.
Yeah, so I used to have 1080s on either side. Well, one was 2560, but it was still a 1080. But like I like to structure things in multiple windows throughout the whole thing.
What were you saying, Ahmed?
Oh, you were talking about cables earlier. I'm like, I ordered monoprice cables a few months ago because I needed display 1.2s because of my video card, not quite up to snuff. So I get here, they're not gold plated as advertised. They also didn't fucking work, neither of them.
Yeah, well, I hadn't seen, like, a buddy of mine
Let me down for the first time.
had an HDMI signal generator tester thing for cables, and he thought he had some high-end cables. And with HDMI, you got 2x2 and you got 4x4, and the communication back and forth in HDMI. And like, when you have something that's truly outputting 4K, which most of the shit that says that it outputs 4K doesn't, you need a cable that supports it because you won't be getting the full resolution, And so it was pretty neat. Like I was, he ended up getting a cable that's literally, HDMI over fiber. And it was like $100 and something for like a 5-foot piece because he got a nice 4K, one of the brand new Samsung 4K TVs that just came out, and he wanted to, make sure that from his Blu-ray player and from his a video card, he was getting full HD, that he could get.
So. That's what pissed me off is that I'm not running anything crazy. My 2K monitor is not a 144; it's a 60 hertz, and it didn't even work with my 1080 monitor at 60. I was like, God damn it, price. Fuck you. And
that's what
my conclusion was that they were either 1.1s or 1.4s that they sent me.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes too, people, their video cards matter too,
Yeah, because I know I have a 9 series, so that's display 1.2. Like anyone knows that. Yeah. But like HDMI's that's what I'm using on this one. But I like DisplayPort.
So, fun and complete off-topic side note that still kind of is in the same train of thought. Have you guys seen the fucking new Oculus?
No.
The Oculus Quest? So do you remember the Oculus Go?
Yeah.
The little, like, wire-free thing with one remote?
I remember seeing it.
I have one.
Okay.
It's kind of dumb. Like, there's not a lot you can do with it. It's only got one remote. Like, it doesn't beat the Vive. But because I moved, like, I don't really have room for the Vive anymore. It takes up a lot of fucking space. So Oculus just put out the Quest.
Sorry, I was laughing at Rob.
Yeah, right. So they just released the Quest, which is coming out in spring, and it's a completely wire-free 2-controller headset, and it's launching with like Super Hot VR, which is one of the best VR games. Like it's launching with like real VR games. Beat Saber and Job Simulator and Super Hot and Rec Room and like all the games that I played on Steam VR. But it's completely wire-free, which is dope. And it's going to be like $400, which really isn't that bad. So when this thing comes out in spring, I'm probably going to get one and try it out.
Interdasting.
Because it looks kind of dope. And I like the idea of having no cables.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So it's obviously no cables to your PC. Is it no cables to the controllers either? You saying?
It's no cables to anything here.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll screen share.
It's off of Bluetooth.
There. I mean, there's no cables to the Vive controllers or anything either. So the headset looks just like the Go, and then it's got 2 normal-looking Oculus controllers, a decent library of games, including like Super Hot and shit. Like Moss is one that I always kind of wanted to try. And then you just kind of fucking sit in your living room and fucking play VR.
And smack your wall.
And smack your wall.
Dude, I broke fucking fingers with the Vive, man.
Let's get something even higher res and realer feeling.
The thing about that, though, is if I want to, I can go outside and do it in traffic. So I'm not smacking a wall, but I'm getting run over.
Right. Rob. Dogs have huge hammers.
Like ratio as a hammer would be. Yeah. I know. I feel like I read that at some point.
They're explosive as well. And they're corkscrewed as well because they're rapists.
Are you sure he's not talking about dolphins?
No, ducks.
I was gonna say, you know what else ducks are? Food for hawks. You know how many ducks I've seen get eaten by a hawk is fucking metal.
Dude, I saw a hawk like land right on top of one in the water and just fucking destroy that son of a bitch.
So
yo, wait, hang on, before I forget. Did you see the fucking eagle eating the antelope?
Yeah,
dude, give for that. And the antelope was still alive and it was walking.
Yeah,
I thought it was
like, this is okay.
It was some shit straight out of like fucking Westworld, where the fucking thing's like do 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 do, and the eagle's like ow, ow, and it would go, oh, there's something there, do do do, and keep walking. I'm like, oh shit.
No fucking.
You know that's a GIF, and nature is fucking lit in that subreddit.
You sure it wasn't a GIF from Russia? Like shit.
Seriously, like
but,
what?
Dude, so we had like my high school had like we had our own ducks, right? They were in like a closed off courtyard, right? That we didn't have access to, but whoever was looking after the ducks, they were just in like a big kiddie pool, right? It was duck and the ducklings, and it was cute and shit. My math class had a perfect, like we were on the second floor, we had a perfect fucking view of the pool, and we had a sub one day, and of course, we were just fucking around, and everyone's attention, like half the class, like that right side of the classroom, like veered over because the hawk was just waiting. It was on like another like opposite rooftop, and it came in, swooped up 2 babies. It was like, oh shit! It's fucking awesome. Everyone does that. Like that's so nature, man.
This shit is this Oculus is so happening because one of the games is by the makers of Left 4 Dead, and it's like Zelda in VR. That shit's so fucking happening.
I saw the preview of this lady playing whatever the what's the game that has the it's a Star Wars game, but you're using like lightsabers to
yeah. So they sell that like by itself, and it's like $150, and I refuse to fucking pay for it.
But anyway, so she's playing this thing and swinging her arms up and down, and a kid walks right in front of her as she's swinging. I'm like, oh, that was so close.
I will only play that when my kid is sleeping. If I'm
So
going to be
close.
in a room that does not have a door.
Yeah, you ain't freaking lock the damn door.
Probably accidentally smack the shit out of my kid.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Angsty.
We're not swinging.
Angsty.
Yo.
What you vaping on?
No. Nah.
Wow. 9:45, but we vaping on.
This week I've mostly been vaping on my my Limelight Freehand Gloom RAM edition with the NAR EA on top.
That sounds like the advertising to a car dealership.
Yeah, it does.
Narda, Ram, D, something edition.
Texas edition. It's all about the Texas down there, or the Lone Star one of the two. And there is Rail Cracker, as always. Get yours at derailment.co. No affiliation. I just like this shit.
There is some affiliation, I'm sure. Have you met the Ginger? You haven't met the Ginger before, haven't you?
I'm just saying we don't get any money for it.
No, we don't.
What about you, Fu?
I have Snowdrift and Narta on an SX Mini.
Snowdrift?
Yeah, I've been
Wigglesworth Labs, the jerk that brought you our tubby intro lady, bagel lady.
Right? We've come half circle.
That's right.
Side note, as I was fondling my baseball in my hands, I was going to show you something. So pitchers throw a changeup, and you grip it like this. Haha, got him. That is actually how you grip a changeup.
Thank you. Got him.
Yeah. But yeah, happy to have this back in my life. Damn sure.
Have you got the straws in it?
Of course. Duh. I made like infinity of them at camp.
How about you, Schwan?
Sorry, they're also launching with an industrial light and Darth Vader.
Talking about the Oculus.
Well, because it's a Darth Vader game too. Fucking
He's just going to sit there like
do
this.
you get to kill children?
Probably.
Yeah.
That would be great. I could take out so many frustrations. Gloom,
Masturbate.
Narda, Bellcap, Omen Tip, Abolishment, Mod that will not be named, Narca, PB&J. You can get both of those wonderful juices at stashyliquids.com.
Speaking of which, oh wait, Massey, have you been vaping anything today?
I have. I was vaping something else till I put it on the shelf and it had shit all over it. But now I'm using the Narda and the reference mod with Mass Tea.
Wait, is that OG Mass Tea or is that new Mass Tea?
New Mass Tea.
New?
Not new. Not new.
Oh.
So how is it?
I don't know.
Are you having Josh McBen and Jerry's flavors under the table without people knowing?
Blackface.
Oh shit! I was gonna ask you. Oh, that's what it was. Masty, Robbie's asking you.
What up?
You still got that ice stick with a DNA 40 that you built?
I do. I don't have it within arm's reach, but yeah, I do. Still have it. And it still works.
Good.
Yep, I do. The charging, the charging board died on it.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is so shoehorned in there because electronics back then were the size of a fucking motherboard. So, but yeah, it still works. Those lipos that I put in them, man, they just work. They're great.
Speaking of which, I've been meaning to send back the old hashtag no you can't have one. I've been meaning to send that back to you for like 2 years because it stopped working.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I got some vape mail.
Oh yeah, you got vape mail. Talk about it. I got some.
Yeah, and everyone's gonna hate me for it in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I already do.
I got 1 bottle, 2 bottle, 3 bottle, 4 bottle, 5 bottle. There was a sale that happened at Bigglesworth the other week that I completely forgot to mention that week. Some of you may know about it, but he's switching Chubbies. Bigglesworth is, as is Bombies, I believe, too. Todos los jugos.
Those jugos.
Is that the right word for juice?
Jugos? Yes. Jugos is. Yes,
Todos
you're right.
los jugos. And El Harambe. So they thrown a sale, $10 120s on all what's left over of their glass. People fortunate as myself actually got 120s. Some people who ordered 3 120s got it in all 30s. But the pricing scale is still the same, so you can't be mad at that.
No.
Not at all.
I mean, you can, but then you'd be a jerk.
Yes, you would.
Warriors, come out and vape. I'll be set for a bit. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I've done this since Saturday when this shit showed up, so not terrible. I'm not on a terrible pace, a little higher than normal, but
Yeah.
You know, happy to have it back. And while the air's still cold in New York City, it's you know, at work sometimes a little bit of cold air when you're puffing on this shit is nice. It's a little bitey. It might catch you like the abolishment cold, you know, because Angsty still, I bet Angsty will attest to this. He still coughs every so often when he hits the abolishment because sometimes that shit just gets you.
No. Leather old lungs, I guess.
Leather
old lungs, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Every so often the abolishment catches me off guard. I don't know why, it just does. But
depends on what wattages you're vaping at, for sure.
I actually think I vape at a lower power than you do these days. What the fuck has this world come to?
Really? Like lower than 20?
Oh no, I mean I've been fixed at like 28 watts.
Yeah. Well, I mean I do all of my abolishment vaping in a tank, which means it's right about between 20 and 21 degrees, 20 and 21 watts.
Nickel wire.
Where degrees?
21 degrees.
Mark, hey Mark, by the way, Mark's asking, what is the mod that shan't be named? Why
It's
can't
the Art and Mod Mac. Oh. Well, it's still on me. Nice.
Sean, that was a question for you, man.
What was the question for me?
Welcome back to the show.
Hi.
Mark Ski asked, what is the mod that won't be named? Why can't you say it?
Because I don't want to support the person who made it.
Yeah, there you go. So speaking of, actually, that's a fantastic segue. That was not planned, but well done. Speaking of, I saw a picture posted by one Joe Allen a little while back, and I did not talk about it because of who makes it. Mostly because of my past experience with this mod maker. They make pretty cool looking things that I've had two of them break, and the other one that I had some pretty serious quality control problems as well that required another trip to a modder to get them to fix.
I don't recall who this is.
Oh, you don't?
No.
It looks like a little flightless bird lives in Antarctica.
I didn't realize not all the ears broke.
Yeah.
I never kept one long enough for them to break, I guess.
Two out of two of my penguins had faulty grounding, and one of them had a bad charge board on it, and it super discharged the shit. Not charge board, I mean the grounding wire. It just discharged the shit out of a battery, and anyway, it was just bad. And then the Chimera that I had, while a very cool mod, I mean the button was garbage on it. It had a battery rattle. It had a lot of QC problems for a very expensive mod.
Let's also throw out that the design was stupid.
Of what?
The Chimera.
The Chimera? Oh, I didn't think it was that bad.
I mean, I just don't know who puts the squonk thingy in the middle there.
Oh, that was weird. That was weird. But the bottle system was cool.
The bottle system was cool, but the bottle itself was shit.
The bottle placement was shit, but you really could squonk it from one side.
Yeah. So not only was the bottle placement shit, it was also using old bottle technology, meaning not silicone, meaning bottle was shit.
Yes, but you could bit rig it with a thing. But then you're bit rigging a really expensive mod. Anyway. So Joe posted his new mod a while back, and I was going to show it to you.
That's the one you and I were. Yeah, that's the one you and I were talking about. It actually looks cool.
It looks neat.
You really shouldn't pour water on that.
Yeah, it looks neat. But here's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. Is like, if you're carrying a squonker really what it is for dripping on the go, right?
Yep.
It's a dripper experience, but you don't have to carry around another bottle. This is weird to me because it is now opening up that whole system for not only just dust and pocket lint and whatever else, but also e-liquid egress. You know, if you over squonk or something, it's just going to be impossible to try to, clean this up or wipe this down. It seems weird to me. And then another one popped up. This is a different picture of it. Same
Effectively, this mod is wearing.
I would like to say that I have a hard enough time cleaning up the fucking button on the Limelight
Right.
for those sharp curves.
Right. Exactly. So that's my problem with the thing is it's made by SVA. So
Secondly, hold on, go back to that first picture. First
sure.
one, not the second one.
Basically wearing a skirt with no covering on the legs.
Because no, not that one. The other.
Yeah, working on it. There you go.
So if I'm looking at that right, my question is, what fucking year is it?
Yes.
Because that's a plastic bottle.
Yes.
Okay. Now the upside of that is it's not gonna like stick everywhere, accidentally squeeze in your fucking pocket like any other bottle would. Because if you go to the second picture, it looks like a silicone bottle.
Looks like the same bottle to me.
With it, maybe no.
No, it's not. This has got a corner on it.
Yeah, that's a silicone bottle.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: the silicone bottles are really nice because it's easier to squonk. But if I put that in my pocket and sit down, there's so many places that can squeeze down on that.
Yeah, for sure.
And silicone attracts pocket lint in a horrible fucking way.
Yeah, so does 3D printed plastic.
Correct.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's 3D printed plastic.
So that said, I did see it go up. I did reach out to the person that may be putting a list together and ask him about it. I said, "Hey, have you tried this yet? Here are my problems with what I."
Well, now your name is off the list.
Yeah, well, what I think might be a problem. Have you used it yet? And he said he hasn't used it yet, but he's going to be. I said, okay, that's cool. When you get one in, tell me if I should be looking for one or if it even stacks up to a Limelight freehand. he's a big fan of the freehand as well. So I expect I'll get a reasonable sort of thing. I also asked how much they were.
About 300 euro.
Holy shit! Mark just said they're 300 euro.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
God.
So I think I will stick with. Hold on, I'm going to screen share because I told you guys that I ordered something, right?
Yeah, you did. But here's the thing: for 300 euro, I will take another one of these every single time. That's stupid money. That is stupid money, and it's a mech.
Yep. So I will take this guy any day because that's Ricardo.
That's gonna get so much fucking hand dead skin caught in there over time.
Yeah, probably, but it's engraved by Ricardo, and I fucking love Ricardo.
Ricardo's a good dude.
I don't care.
But you'd also pay half, right, John? You could probably have two of those for 300.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the price of it because the price is in like listed in USD.
The euro is only like 10% more, if I remember right.
Yeah, so it's not too far off. It's like 280.
341 in dollars in American freedom bucks.
Yeah, so this is 280.
Oh shit, that's 280.
Yeah.
Fuck that! I'm not paying 280.
I think it comes from fucking sending it to Carlos and running it through the engraving cycle because those fuckers take forever to engrave.
Oh, it's like aftermarket customized or whatever.
Well, so it's through Bolt, right? But
okay.
Ricardo is friends with Bolt, so he does these custom engraved bolts. So like they make them, then they send them to Ricardo, and then he engraves them.
So I am all about a modder or whatever you want to call Ricardo. I'm all about everybody getting paid, right? You should be paid for your work, period. That said, that's also a little plastic box that I'm not going to pay $280 for.
Yeah, you understand everyone's got their money, but I don't want to give you your money.
Yeah, I'm going to take the general assumption that the engraving time on those are pretty fucking long.
It's Delrin.
Oh, sure. I'm sure. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just saying that's not the amount of money that I'm going to pay for a mod that I don't really like anyway.
So I love the Bolt. I really, really do.
Sure.
Like next to the Limelight, it's my favorite.
For 180 or $200, yeah.
And if I could grab one of the normal bolts, like if one of those would have been sitting up and I just would have kind of happened along that, I would have been like, fuck yeah, I'll get a normal non-custom engraved bolt. But that happened to be the one that existed, and I'm like, well, whatever. It's like 80 more bucks, and it's probably all going to fucking Ricardo. So like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, not pay.
And because I really fucking like the Bolt. And I'd like to try out the V3 because I have that like modded V2 from Will.
Yeah.
That I quite like, but like I need to tear the whole damn thing down and like clean out I need to acid bath all the fucking contacts. That's where it's at right now.
It's not a terrible mod to take apart though. That's like what I like.
Really
the one thing I like about the 3D printed box mods for the most part is that they're easy to put back together. And
the Bolt is my favorite of them, to be honest. Like I really like the Bolt. It's small, it's relatively comfortable, and when I travel, which I actually travel quite a bit now, I can very easily pull off the door, pop the bottle, put a Lego hand in, and then put the door back on. And that's not really easy to do on this.
Yeah. Okay.
So ease of use for traveling is why I like the bolts. But I do need to hit up Ricardo and be like, so, as you're going through this engraving, I also know that you do other doors. Would you be interested in making me a custom black door to go with it and button? Because I don't want one that's all white. I want the mismatched door thing because I like that.
Mm.
And I have like a bunch of V2, or I have a bunch of V2 bolts. And none of those doors are going to fit because that's a V3.
Addy, he was supposed to be here last week, and he got caught in traffic. And I don't know where he is tonight, actually. He must have been called out from work or something. That sucks.
Windows notified me that I need to install an update. I need to verify my version of Office.
Or Rob, I don't entirely disagree with you. However, the upside of the bolt over that SVA thing is that the bolt isn't 3D printed anymore.
That one might not either. That might be down. I don't know. It looks.
That looks 3D printed.
It looks 3D printed to me.
Not a 3D
It looks like a nice 3D print, but
My
still.
bolt is 3D printed. The new bolts are not 3D printed. They're actually like engraved in milled Delrin.
Yeah,
which I also prefer.
For sure.
Printed.
For sure.
So I mean, it's fucking me. Like, I don't even care if I barely vape anymore. I don't have a lot of interest in a Shapeways squonker. Like, I'm going to get something that I like.
Hey, don't be hating on Shapeways squonkers.
I'm going to get something I like that I use all the time.
Bitch.
Use it all the time.
You'd use the Massey Squonker. Don't lie.
Mark's
I
not
would
wrong.
use the Massey squonker because it's fucking masked.
Yeah. It just leaks a little bit of blue in your hand.
Yeah. Just like I used a project box because it was masked.
So what you're saying is you slummed it for masked.
So Mark's talking about the Cobra. I have heard nothing but good things about the Hellfire Cobra. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything bad about the Cobra. I'm sure that's a great looking mod or a great feeling mod. The problem with it is, as he mentions, is Bomber Pro. Bomber Pro, it's okay. I'll take a RAM 10 times out of 10. First.
I know that I had the Hellfire regulated one, and I kind of hated it.
Yeah, but you didn't hate it for its sturdiness.
No, but I did hate it for its weight.
That weight was brutal, but the Cobra's not like that.
The Cobra's still got 2 big-ass stainless steel plates on it.
Yeah, but the body isn't.
Yeah, but the body of mine wasn't all stainless steel either.
Yes, it was.
It had a big stainless steel piece, but it wasn't all.
That whole thing was a block of stainless steel.
So here's my problem. Here's the problem I can tell you that I'll have with the Cobra already. The way the bottle is set.
Yeah.
Because like it's pretty deep in there, like it doesn't actually jut out at all, and like you really are gonna have to like fucking dig.
Yeah, but if I remember right, it's got like a trick bottle system in it though. That's pretty cool.
I mean, to squonk it, you're really gonna have to.
Oh, yeah. You have to jam your finger in there.
Because that bottle's pretty deep in there. I also tend to honestly not like button and bottle on the same side because I'm a thumb fire person.
Yeah.
So like the only way I could comfortably use that is finger fire, and I just don't like to finger fire.
Yeah. I've been thumb firing for a very long time.
C-frame is still the best mod design ever made.
No argument.
As much as I like the Limelight, C-frame is still a phenomenal mod design.
Is the SX Mini a C-frame?
Yes, it is.
If the bottle was on the front, yeah.
You mean the
Well,
Z?
if there was a bottle, but like the SX Mini is a C-frame. Like it has that
Wouldn't it be more of an L?
stuff on one side. No, because like
No, because of the top.
look at the C there. It just has a little bit more of a curve to it.
See the C? See, he sees, eh?
Yeah.
See
the C?
Yeah, I'm the same way. And I do think that while the C-frame was the best at the time, I do think this is a better layout ergonomically. But
I'm not sure.
the C-frame is definitely second best by a hair.
I like the curves of the Gloom a lot and the general use of the Gloom a lot. And I think it's just because like there's not a C-frame squonker that I really, really liked. But to be honest with you, like I think I preferred the feel like using the Dia even to this. I just like the guy who makes this.
Yeah.
I
don't agree. I as much as I like that, I think this fits a hand better than a C-frame.
It could be because years of that shape.
Yeah, maybe.
And like, that's so comfortable for me now. Like,
right.
But
at this point, I've had years of this too, so it's.
Yeah, I've only had like a year of this and like 5 years of C-frames.
Yeah. It's got enough.
This is still relatively similar in general design. The only difference is the buttons on the top instead of on the side. But other than that, it's still pretty similar to that design factor that I like.
But the reason it's like that though is it has to be, or it doesn't have to be, but it's better for your hand because it's so small.
But you know what I mean? Like fire on one side, Squonk Bottle on the other. Like that's the perfect.
That is why this was best, because it was bigger mod, right?
Yep.
So with a bigger mod, it's good on the side, but with a smaller mod, you kind of need a bit on top.
The only reason why I don't fully agree that it needs to be on top, and at some point I should just send it to you so you can play with it, is because this is also really comfortable.
Mark Elliott.
And it's slightly smaller than the Gloom, almost the same size, but tiny little bit smaller.
Yeah, Mark Elliott just said, "Are you guys going to grab a regulated Gloom? The shape reminds me of a hunchback ironing his shirts on a walk."
I agree with that statement, man. I just don't like the way it looks.
I can't disagree, but yes, I do have one coming because I can't not. I've been bothering Dayon for regulated Gloom since the first list of the mechanical freehand came out like 3 years ago or whatever. I've been bothering for a regulated Gloom. So yes, I do have to buy one. And
I am sure that the regulated Gloom is fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
I'm positive that it is a brilliant mod, but I do not like the shape of it.
No, it's not as attractive as the regular Gloom for sure.
And the funny thing is, it's the size, right? So like, it's bigger. It's undoubtedly bigger.
Now Ace has got. Ace, that's exactly what I was thinking about a minute ago. He said my curve is getting a RAM upgrade. Now that would make that mod a lot better, I think.
I don't know what the cycloid is, but
I also didn't know what. Jason was talking about the top side, and I know the name, but I can't picture who makes it.
I know what the cycloid is now. Okay, it's normal box like bolt and peon and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, so the funny thing, when you add the regulated chip to the Limelight and you still keep the big button that exists here, this button takes up so much space. Like, because of this button, everything has to be longer. So like, when you remove this inner curve, it just looks so much bigger. But you have to have the board.
Yeah.
Like, I would almost like it if it didn't have the button the same way, like this button.
Be still your mouth.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I don't know. There's just something that I don't like about it.
Yeah, and Rob's not wrong. So back when I was bothering about it initially, Rob, it was the DNA 40. I wanted to put a DNA 40 in the freehand, and then it was the DNA 60, and then it was a 75C, and you know, I would still prefer a 60 in it personally because I don't give a shit about temperature limiting. But if for no other reason is he could have saved some space, right? Because you're not wrong. The 75C is a big board. Same as the DNA 200 was a big board.
Yeah. I've also come into this weird thing with mods over the last year where like mechanical mods look so much cleaner.
Yeah.
In general.
Just like the old tube thing, right?
Yeah.
Just cleaner, simpler.
I love the old tubes too, but like we moved to DNA because DNA kit just destroyed fucking tubes at the time, right? And it was like, even back then, it wasn't about fucking being cleaner. Like that shit was fucking project boxes, like DZs and shit. But but like moving back into mechanicals, they just look cleaner.
Yeah, well, by their very nature, right? There's
big
fewer parts.
Screen in the Limelight, and it doesn't look sexy anymore.
I get it. I can't disagree. It doesn't look sexy anymore.
Yeah, and at least with the Anaquadro, like it doesn't look sexy, and it's not trying to look sexy, so I don't care. Like it's in no way, shape, or form trying to look sexy. It's just trying to be really tiny.
Yeah. So I am still gonna try to reserve judgment until I have one in my hands. but I do agree that at least based on pictures.
Dude, I bet it's going to be fucking brilliant. Like, I'm just being an ass, but I bet it's going to be brilliant. And I agree with Festi that nothing looks cleaner than the billet. The problem is I fucking hate the billet.
No, you hate rebuilding the billet.
I hate rebuilding the billet, and I hate vaping the billet, to be honest, because it doesn't vape like a fucking Narda. Everything that I've tried in the billet that's sitting in my closet, which, by the way, it's now in my closet, just probably never be taken in. Just don't fucking like it. Like, it all vapes like shit. I mean, try that new billet Addy that Haku's making.
Yeah.
But I'm just worried that's going to vape like shit, too.
I'm pretty much guaranteeing it won't taste like shit. You just don't like a tank anymore.
Yeah, I know. I like my Narda.
Yeah. Mark said he picked up a Titan the other day. So the Titan bothers me because they took the name from the Titan.
I thought he was talking about the actual Titan.
No, he's talking about the mod.
Mark using a dual battery project mod. Come on. Come on.
Who makes the other one?
Sarek Iyer.
No, I'm serious. I don't know
talking about.
what it's like.
He's talking about the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, to be honest, the first person who used the Titan was a Sigalike. Vapor for Life had the Vapor Titan kit.
It was also Titan was also called. It was a name of a tube mech.
Yeah, but who makes the new one? What is the new one?
I don't remember who makes it. I just saw a picture of it. Somebody talking about the Titan. I'm like, that's not a fucking Titan.
I never even saw a picture of it. Is it the Steam Crave Titan?
Maybe. I don't know.
There's a Steam Crave Titan that's pulse width modulation. That's a tiny little box. But it's the tiny little box is 300 watt. Maybe it's that one.
Maybe.
But it's very boxy. Like, it looks like a rectangle. Somebody show me a picture of this thing so that I can say it looks like shit and Eric is awesome.
I don't have a picture. Sorry. Maybe Mark's got a picture. Hey, Mark, put a picture in chat.
Yeah, I want to see it. Oh, Hellfire Titan?
Yeah.
Oh. That helps. Because I can Google that. No, I can't. That comes up with video game or like magic cards.
Yeah, it sounds like a dungeon crawler name.
Fire Titan mod. I see the Cobra. I brought up the Cobra.
Yeah, hold on. I'll help.
Oh, is it the one with the funny little engraving in it?
There you go.
Does it squonk?
Application window, official Addy Smith. Share. Nah.
Which one?
This one there.
Oh, it looks like all the other Hellfire mods.
They do have a thing.
I can't really tell it apart.
Well, this one doesn't have a bottle.
That one doesn't squonk.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so the one that I'm looking at is probably also a Hellfire Titan, although the one that I'm looking at looks nicer.
That was just the first one that came up in the group.
Yeah, this one's like, it's got little diamonds engraved on the back end. It looks tiny and really nice, but if it doesn't squonk, then it's worthless anyway.
I would agree. Yeah, here's one with the little diamonds. Share screen, application window. Meh.
Yeah, the little diamond one is the one that I saw.
In case anybody else wants to see it, this is what the side looks like. It's a nice looking little mod.
It is a nice looking little mod, but it doesn't squonk.
No.
And again, like, it looked really good until I saw the fucking board and buttons.
Wasn't that belly button air hole?
Yeah, that's the. Is that the convergence?
Bestie just said it squonks. I don't see a squonk.
I didn't think it squawked. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh, he said it doesn't squonk. He screwed up.
The miscommunications of Hazard.
Star doesn't. I would probably really enjoy that mod if I was still vaping like mini K-Fun kits.
Hellfire Titan looks like a cheese grater, says Chris.
Yes, it'll make your dead skin on your hand. This will do great.
Do you guys remember back way long ago when we had Rich Stadler on, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's making now fucking pens.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited. Like, I still want to buy one of these guys' pens. One of this dude's pens. Like, they look awesome. Look at that fucking thing.
Well, that's cool.
That looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Sure is.
That's pretty badass.
Like, and he's gonna do a whole bunch of materials and shit too. That's gonna be awesome.
So here's my thing. I can appreciate the work that goes into that, but I'm a left-handed person, and like every left-handed person I have ever met, my handwriting is garbage, and I hate writing. So therefore, an actual spending money on like a pen is just never going to happen.
So why don't you just learn how to write right-handed?
So I have this
problem solved.
Boom. I can kind of write left-handed.
I can write right-handed. It's even worse than my left-handed writing.
When I go to work or I go to like a meeting or whatever, I do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't take notes on my computer. I take a notebook because I feel like I remember shit better when I write it down.
That's that is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've read that.
Yeah.
So like, but I had a really nice like wooden bolt action pen, but it's missing. And then I saw the fucking Sadler, the guy who makes the tops that I like, is making a fucking pen. I'm like, dude, I want one of your pens. Like, and I want it to be titanium.
Of course you do, because it's cooler in titanium.
Fuck yeah. And it's going to be like $300.
No, you
Actually, that probably looks better because I wrote it with a Sharpie and not a pen. But
I have a feeling that a titanium pen is going to be like $300, but
probably.
I still want one of his pens.
Probably. All right. Well, that's all I got.
I didn't have anything to talk about anyway. I successfully derailed everything. That's what
you certainly did. We talked a lot more about the Oculus than we would have had you not been on here.
Yeah, meaning like any talk about the Oculus.
Wow, this is actually coming out better than my Sharpie version.
Vic said he loses shit, and that's why he's never spending more than a dime on a pen.
I will very carefully treasure that pen and take it with me everywhere because it'll be dope.
That is white.
It's very white.
Very white.
Let me reduce my exposure a tad. How's that come out? Still too white?
Coming close. Oh, keep going. I think I could probably write that well with my right hand.
There you go.
My lowercase p that sucks, and my y.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay. It's a little practice.
Wait.
I can't answer any questions, Rob, about that particular product, but I do know he makes a shitload of them, so they're probably good, I guess. Talk about Omen's nail system.
Yeah, I saw that question.
There you go.
I can't read.
It's something about aged 80.
No, it's there you go.
From Age EO?
No, I wrote my 3 backwards. Anyway, on that bombshell, we'll see you all next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.